I would say that fundraising is hard, always, right? Like regardless of circumstances, it's difficult. I will say that even since I started Hey Jane, we have seen such an influx of funds being created by underrepresented founders for underrepresented founders, addressing needs that underrepresented founders more commonly identify. I will make the pitch to those in the audience who are interested in VC that this to me is like such an obvious arbitrage, right? Like there's these massively overlooked markets that no one is touching. First movers are beginning to get into those spaces, and we are already seeing unicorns emerge within them. They are going to be very well rewarded for being on the leading edge. We've had some investors tell us that women's health is niche. It's $1 trillion market. Like it's just not niche. And I think people are really beginning to see that and move their capital accordingly. One other thing I've been thinking about recently as it relates to certain groups having more difficulty fundraising, I don't want to underplay that. I also want to recognize like absolutely have privilege as a white woman raising relative to other, underrepresented groups. So not to say it's not hard, it is. But I think as the market shifts, it'll be really interesting to see whether or not these startups that have not had access necessarily to the, let's say, exuberant funding markets of the past few years will be the ones that make it, because we've had to think about sustainability. We've had to build businesses that don't rely on constant injections of external funding. And I'm pretty optimistic to see what emerges there.